I said what happened, and Thomas said I pushed him. And I said to him, why did you push him? And he said, because the policeman told me to. And I said, what policeman? He said, the policeman in my room told me to push Gabriel down the stairs. Luckily, it was only like down a couple of stairs because there was like a landing bit before you had to take the big set of stairs. So luckily, it was only down a couple of stairs, but he had a massive lump on his head. And I said, what policeman, darling? And he said, the policeman in my bedroom. And so I went in, and obviously there was no one there. And I said, who's the policeman? He said, the policeman said, push the baby down the stairs and tell people you did it. And I was like, what? And then a few weeks later, he threw one of Gabriel's baby socks into the fire. And I said to him, why did you do that? And he said, because the policeman told me to do it, to burn the house down and tell people you did it. Bearing in mind, he was like, if Gabriel was not even one, Thomas would have only been, because Thomas is like months older than, 17 months older than Gabriel. So they were only little. And then he kept coming into my room and saying that the policeman was in his room and that he was scared of the policeman. And, we started like letting him like play videos in his room and that sort of thing to try and get him to sleep. But he kept talking about this policeman. And then one day he got up and he came into me and he goes, Mama, the army man came and took the policeman away. And I said that the army man made the policeman go bye-bye. He fell into the ground, he said. And I said, I mean, obviously I'm using adult language here, but basically he said that he woke up and he saw the army man with his best friend Johnny. I think he said his name was Johnny. The army man and his best friend Johnny came with the big nana and they told the policeman to go away, and he got scared and the ground opened up, which was the floor of the top stairs. The ground opened up and the policeman fell through. And the army man said he's not going to come back anymore. And then he played with me on the floor with him and his best friend Johnny. And they played with my Star Wars toys while the big nana sat on the bed and watched me. Big Nana is what we used to call my Māori Nana because she was like 6 feet tall, but he knew nothing about her. He was like 2 and a bit, but he knew her name was Big Nana. We had Big Nana and Little Nana. My Egyptian